Hello, hello. Join me for lunch as I tell you to go to the new episode of Cringe Court. You're going to love it. We have a new guest named Mia Malkova, and I'm going to talk about this the whole time I have lunch at Who Hot Mongolian Grill, where because I'm on I'm trying to do a high protein diet. And so this place gives me a lot of meat for the money compared to other local establishments. So I'm going to try to do the live here and get as much as I can. So for the next, 30 minutes, here I am telling you to go to Cringe Court. Not sad at all, go to Cringe Court. Watch the new episode. Made a new friend named Mia. She was very good. Yeah. Oh, I guess we can do together bowls here. Yes. Anyways, that's right. Hi, hello. So the new episode, Mia, she carried her weight in the conversation. We did some reviews of some adult-style content. We did a Cringe Court review of Lil Mabu, who faked a gunshot, and, people always asking me about, the degradation of my brain and how much sort of worse I've gotten. But, you see the discussion we had on Cringe Court. You see that I have a very negative opinion on easily staged scenes and pretending something's real when it's not. And it seems that other educated, sort of knowledgeable creators just don't agree with me. And I gotta listen. I gotta be fair and honest. So times are changing. My number one reel ever is a coffee toss video at 50 million views. 50 million. More than 50 million. What? I've been working so hard for so many years, and to just outpace my own content by making garbage, it does something to a man. So Cringe Court needs a better place. Yeah, we do. I don't know if we have the budget for a set yet. There's so many moving parts already that, if we're in a real courtroom, you'll know we've done really well. SKG Gaming is not really much to do with regards to Skibbity Toilet on Cringe Court. So that's correct. We record 2 episodes each session. We're going to release 1 each week for the next maybe 10 or 12 weeks. And I think one of them's going to hit. I think one of them's going to hit really, really hard. We're doing okay numbers, especially considering I don't really do long-form content ever. But so far, it's promising. I get a couple of views every day. It's doing great. So there you go. Watch Cringe Court. Agya, watch Cringe Court. Caden, watch Cringe Court. Yes, GNFHNRG. Thank you. That's the spirit. You should watch. You should have your full attention on Cringe Court whenever it comes out. Every second. Give me as much of that algorithmic play as possible. Because ideally, eventually, Cringe Court will be on autopilot, where I won't have to yell and scream for people to check it out. Where are we eating? It's a place called Who Hot. It's in Iowa. Look, I know this doesn't look all that crazy and impressive, but when I consider for $12.99 plus tip, I can essentially get all you can eat meat and vegetables. I know, pretty good. They do zucchini noodles. Zucchini noodles are good. I've been sleeping on zucchini noodles for too long. But I like regular noodles better, but if I'm on a diet, this is fine. Well, the thing is, for Cringe Court, for us to get bigger creators on it, we're going to need to establish ourselves. I don't think my clout is high enough to just pull people. Kasim works with 7S Ekis. Kasim's an OG YouTuber. Kasim, he's great. I love that guy. It says a taxable business expense because it's a business meeting. So I'm definitely writing this off on my business card. Well, 1.4 million followers on Shorts is different. I feel like I haven't made enough of a splash to like lure in bigger names, you know? Especially considering the show is new. You know, people don't know me as Brad doing Cringe Court. They know me as Scumbag Dad. I could probably bring in TX2, the musician, and accuse him of cringe, and have him defend himself, because he's a friend of mine. What up, Reload? Go watch the new Cringe Corp. Casey, watch the new Cringe Corp. Yeah, I could probably pull people. I'll be like, hey, it's me, Scumbag Dad. I want you on the new show. But I want the show to really have a lot of momentum first. What's for lunch? Mongolian grill buffet. Yeah, after the live, go to Cringe Corp, comment justice, and I'll probably respond. Yeah, I'm strongly considering TX2 on Cringe Corp. I'm glad you like the stuff, Thomas. I'll keep making it. I'll do my best. My opinion on Lunchly? Just another bunch of jerks trying to capitalize on parasocial relationships with children. But you know what? I'm the dummy for not doing the same thing, right? Trying to educate people is not worked out well for me. The internet audience is a tough cookie to crack. And, you know, I got tired of arguing with people. My own most cringe moment. Oh, that's interesting. My own most cringe moment. Like in life in general? I don't think I've released any video that I released that I thought was cringe. I probably deleted, to be honest with you. You know, anything that flopped real badly or I got a really negative response on, I probably deleted. Most cringe moments. I'll have to think about that. I'd have to go through a lot of videos and honestly give you a decent answer once I think of what it is. I'm not saying I'm beyond cringe. I definitely make cringy calls. Nobody's beyond cringe if they make content on the internet. Thoughts on deepfake content? You know, I think they're more showing off that they can do it and how easy people are to trick. I don't have anything, like, I don't have any problem with it. I feel like we're going to enter a situation where like a major scandal occurs because of it. But I think that the guys who just get easy clout by pretending to be Leonardo DiCaprio, sauce bar time. I think it's, there's nothing much I can say against it. Like, they're deceiving people, but like everybody knows it's deep faked. You know, the real celebrity would never do whatever they're doing at that moment. Weird trend going on where everyone is suddenly a cinephile and critiques everybody. Yeah, I mean, critique is fine. There's nothing cringe about, you know, wanting to critique content or movies. I should review Captain Dan and the Scurvy Crew on Cringe Court. see what all my friends say. They've already seen it. It'll come up not cringe, because what I've noticed is that anything that doesn't seem to directly adversely hurt other people, almost always the jury and the lawyers say not cringe. All right, thank you. They almost always say not cringe, so a bunch of dudes dressing up like pirates and doing raps about pirates like will be reduced to not cringe. I'm your hero. Good. I saw you and ignored you. I might have been busy. I'm sorry. I never intentionally ignore people. Wrist check. I don't have a watch on today. I got up a little late and I did not put on a watch. So I'm sorry about that. What am I getting to eat? Just another pile of meat and zucchini noodles with sauce. And so, like, honestly, I like their system. It's an all-you-can-eat thing, and then you give them the bowl, and then they cook it. And the chicken's pretty good. I get to sauce it up myself so I can make it spicy. So that's great. Is the MrBeast hate justified? I do think it is. I feel like when you've got that much power over a certain platform, you have the ability to operate in good or bad ways. But if you choose to operate in bad ways, you will make more money faster. That's basically it. And, you know, we want to live in a just world. We want to hold our heroes and our gods to higher standards. And when that's not done, I mean, so unfortunately, when you're that big, your currency is the love people have for you. People love you so much that anything you do becomes law. You can make millions on a word, on a whim even. And so, if it turns out you're a bad person, losing that love will hurt you. So I think the MrBeast hate is justified. I think, and I said this on a podcast, I think MrBeast's, you know, what he did was inspired a whole generation of losers to do the same crap. Not with the family today, unfortunately. You know, I was thinking about bringing the angel shots back, but like high budget. Still waiting on sponsors. I've actually already got a deal because of the new name. It's already working out. It's going to be like low-key stuff, you know. Some tourism companies won't give me free stuff because of the name, so I've already got some free stuff now because I'm not introducing myself as Scumbag Dad anymore. Yeah, the POV videos had their time. I just, you know, a lot of people I was making fun of stopped doing them. So I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Is there anything I've appreciated about MrBeast? Well, before I always thought he did things right. I'll tell you. I always thought he operated like a game show. And he never really lied to the audience. I feel like during that time, I thought he was fine. And then when I saw him, you know, sort of make decisions that were objectively bad, I realized he was no better than the people he inspired. He just did it earlier. Well, what am I supposed to do? The sociopaths are winning. They can outperform me in terms of volume. So I gotta conform. You know, I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a really funny story. I made a video just the other day where I approach a girl and I pretend to pick her up. And it was scripted, it was bullshit, obviously. So I made the video. The way we made the video is me and my buddy Spencer walked around Rodeo Drive with a sign that said, "We'll pay you $20 to be on our TikTok." Because I wanted to bring people in who approached us. I didn't want to approach a stranger, right? We had a lot of people ask us questions. They would approach us and be like, "What are you doing? What kind of video?" And they would honestly use up a lot of our time, and then they wouldn't be in it. So Spencer finally learned what I've been talking about, is that it's really hard to get people in your TikToks. It's really hard to get strangers in your TikToks. Even if they seem really into it, even if they look good, even if they ask you a bunch of questions, even if they laugh at the concept, when it finally comes down to turning on the camera, they often are like, "Actually, never mind." "Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you." So they'll say, "Never mind." And I think that's insane. So Spencer got to see that for himself. While we were driving home, he was like, "I can't believe how many people interact with us but didn't want to be in the video." And I told him this, I said, "Can you imagine how much more content we would have gotten if we just let the camera roll?" Right? That's what the guys I criticize are doing. They're not respecting the individual who they're filming. So when I have this conversation, I often talk about volume. I often talk about like how long it takes to make a video. I do have a job. I'm an orthodontist. What type of short do I enjoy making the most? I like making action scenes. I loved making the old Scumbag Dad series. But I just can't anymore. But you did make it many times. Dude, okay. I see your point. I do make the videos. But like, I have to organize and plan and talk people into it. You know what I mean? Like, it still takes 30 times longer for me to make a video than it does for the Riz guys. Because I have to organize people, talk people into it, arrange the locations, set it up, go there, you know what I mean? I need multiple people to arrive before I even start. Whereas the hidden camera dudes do not. They can roll with just themselves and maybe their extra cameraman, and there's nothing to discuss. They just roll until they get the right person. And if you're that kind of individual who's okay with that, you're going to succeed. You don't expect to be owed anything from anyone ever. I mean, no. But that's what I always talk about when it comes to the hidden camera guys is like, you're making that person an actor. You're making that person a profit center for you. You're making them your worker without their knowledge. Like if a buddy asked me to help with a video, I'm not expecting to get paid for it because I'm helping my buddy make a video, you know, and he'll help me with the line. So it's an even exchange. But a person on the street, like their appearance on the video is worth money. It's all paparazzi tactics. One of these guys, Confidence Heist, just harasses Adam Sandler. He harasses Adam Sandler twice. And I rolled into the comments. I was like, this is paparazzi nonsense. I was like, you're just bothering someone. This is bad. Guy gets 380,000 likes for bothering Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler's not interacting with them. And the morons in the comments argue with me. They say, "Oh no, he's trying to promote confidence. Oh, scumbag dad, Brad, you're just bitter because somebody said this. You're just bitter because nobody recognizes you." I was like, I get recognized every day. If I go like to a shopping center or a mall, grocery store, I get recognized. I got recognized today by somebody I've never seen before. Every single day. And so trying to explain it to these individuals who like these accounts, you know, it gets tiring because there's a limitless number of them. And to understand it, to really understand it, you'd have to try it yourself. And that's why I know they're monsters, because they do it themselves. And they do know how intrusive and shitty it is. And they still do it because it makes them cash. Because whether the reaction is good or bad, all they need to do is keep filming people all day, all day, all day. Bam! It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. There's the sauce part. There's the meats. I put the thing down, and then they take it. And then they cook it. Thank you. Anyhow, I don't know what to do. The thing is that people ask me like, "Oh, why'd you change the name?" I'm like, because I'm starting to realize I wasn't succeeding at the main goal of the channel, which was to upend the idea of parasocial relationships. I failed. What do I think about influencers don't talk about the faux charity guys? I mean, there's nothing wrong with just being an influencer. When I use the term influencer, I always, in my head, it's someone who is popular because of their personality or the way they look. That is how I define an influencer. Not somebody who's a good editor or a singer or a dancer or a comic. It's just, they're famous because of their personality and the way they look. That's it. So I have no problem with that. If you're famous because you're cute, there's nothing wrong with that. One of my thoughts on the Beatles, they're fine. People do say I changed my name for more money because that was sort of the straw that broke the camel's back. But most of the reason why I wanted to change the name was because I saw how hopeless the fight was around the MrBeast saga. I'd always said that when one of the big kindness influencers finally gets hit, it'll actually have a good effect on the sort of creator industry. And I was wrong. So I was like, well, shit, I should change my name because Scumbag Dad, this character I created, wasn't working. Like, trying to come at people as this weird Diogenes style character wasn't working anymore. Now, I'd also lost about 7 sponsorships over the last 2 years because of the name. And then one random Sunday, I lost another one. And I was like, screw it. Now's the time. So, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. But mostly it was because I'm losing my ability to believe that I'm accomplishing anything with the critique. There you go. Does that make sense? I like Filthy Frank. I think Filthy Frank's pivot to Joji was good. I don't own any of those watches. Thoughts on MrBeast? I hope all the people who were inspired by him stop making content. That's it. I hope that all of the kindness guys like Josh Lil J and Jimmy Darts and Miss MD Motivator, I hope they stop what they're doing. Oh, that one's not mine. That one's someone else's. Oh. You loved my shorts? Oh, that's good. I'm still making shorts. I'm still making lots of them. I'm altering the philosophy of them now. My hardest video to pull off. I did probably one of the reversal videos. Like, I did a big reversal video with a smashed bottle. Like, it was a Tenet joke. And that one took a lot of sort of planning. It wasn't that difficult to do, but it took a lot of planning. So if I had to answer, I'd probably just answer that right now. I feel like H3 knows of me. My managers contacted them. If H3 wanted me on, I'm easy to find. I'm not sure they want me on, and that's fine. Everybody's different. I feel like some folks regard me as a loose cannon, or so I've been told, that they think I'm a little bit unpredictable. So maybe someone advised against having me on the podcast. I don't care. Nico Avocado did something best for himself. I don't like Nico Avocado. I find his content boring and abrasive for no reason. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't really pay much attention to him. Maybe we'll go over him on Cringe Court. I just find the idea of, obnoxiously eating food to get attention to be very, very formless. Are we filming kindness content today? Probably not. Am I a full-time content creator? No. I have a normal job. I fix teeth for a living. I'm an orthodontist. It's good. I love my job. Well, the thing is, the sponsors, I'm getting new sponsorship inquiries now that I've changed the name. You don't like the people who open like packs of cards? I mean, there's no meta there. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. Like, so what? You're unpacking cards. It's not like the alpha males who lie to you about how much money they make. Just Nate is fine. I've actually talked to him. He asks for permission, and the camera. He doesn't. You see, there has to be gray areas to everything, but Just Nate doesn't do the little tests. That's what I like about him. He doesn't. Not like, oh, do you have $1? Do you have $1? Oh, please give me $1. Or like, do you wanna try on my mystery baseball hat? Like, fucking A. So yeah, I mean, Just Nate is okay. See, people always get on me. They're like, what, you hate when people give to the poor? I'm like, no, I hate false narratives. Oh yeah, the Asian guy, oh shoot. What's his name? It's slipping my mind right now. But, okay. In his videos, the cameraman's not hidden, and he's not doing morality tests. And the focus is in how silly he is. It's not in finding the poorest, saddest looking person with cancer. He focuses on how like weird the interaction is because of his behavior. So that guy's cool. I actually met him. Opinions on Lunchly? More garbage. Travis Doodle, he hasn't really, he doesn't make me angry. It seems like he develops significant relationships with the people he helps. So, I don't know. Travis Doodles doesn't really set off my alarms. Do I agree with Dan TDM? I haven't watched the video. I guess he came out against MrBeast. I have a feeling I do like it, but I haven't watched it. Did I ever live in NYC? No, I've never lived there, but I love it as a tourist. James Sale. Yeah, he's great. He's fine. Is there going to be more kind of Cal Gordon and Calvin Heft? I got to get my butt to New York, man. Those New Yorkers are funny. People start copying my videos? Who's that? Yeah, making the videos does make me feel like I live two different lives. I'm a very different person here. When I'm going into the office, I'm way different than when I'm in LA or Vegas. Yeah, I mean, you're right. And people don't always understand the message of content. They only care if they're entertained. They don't care if the person they're watching was very seriously offended or hurt by their appearance in the video. There's nothing I can do about that. Anyways, I'm going to plug Cringe Court right now. Everybody, 3rd episode of Cringe Court now up. And it's doing great, numbers-wise. So leave a comment, say justice, and maybe I'll reply. Well, Rome, thanks for the tips, Sensei Watches. When I met the anime men, yeah, I felt like a dad. Like, because I'm, an older guy. And they're cool to work with. They've got fun ideas. We all like anime. They were shocked at how much I liked anime. I was like, yeah, why do you think I like your jokes, you loonies? Of course. I watched Akira before you were born. Did changing the name work out? It's a little too soon to tell. I got a couple irons in the fire. At the very least, I got a Vegas hookup because of the name change. So that's good. So there is a company that is willing to work with me on like Vegas hookups now. I don't really do Scumbag Dad anymore, man. I tried doing another episode a couple months ago. It's just not what it used to be. You don't get to be big on mocking the worst of YouTube and fool me like that. It was all meant to be ironic and parody. Well, I dislike the worst of YouTube. I honestly, some days my wife would be like, stop, stop bringing the negativity home with you. Because, you know, I really do believe that some of these influencers are legitimate monsters. And no one is, either they're too dumb to see it, or they don't want to call it out because they feel like they'll lose money, they'll lose sponsors. They don't want to be villains, right? And I don't know what to tell you about that. There's just so many. It's overwhelming. It's like the Hydra. I can't actually make progress because every time I do, the dudes I'm making fun of adapt. They adapt, and the internet has a very short attention span. So they forget about the bad things, they forget about the critique, and a whole new audience comes in. Thanks to short form content, they're able to reach people who've never seen their stuff before and never seen mine before. And because they've never seen these things before, they don't realize the dudes are essentially just bad actors. Am I jealous of the Costco guys? Not really. What, that they get to do? I'll tell you, I'm jealous of anyone who gets to make the same exact joke over and over and over and over again and build a career with it. Where like, I wish I could do that. Man, if I could just roll out the... Like, I have arcs, right? But if I roll out the same joke too many times, my audience gets on me about it. They're like, oh, we've seen it, you know what I mean? Like, y'all are kind of critical of me. I think it's because you have high expectations. I don't know, maybe that's a lofty way to put it, but I think you all have high expectations. Yes, I said it straight up. I am jealous of anyone who gets to do the same video over and over. I want to do that. I want an easy life. I'm tired of working hard all the time. I'm jealous of Frankie LaPena. He gets to trot out his butt joke over and over again, and it works for him. You know, he just ups the scale of it every time. How could you not? I'm jealous of lottery winners. I'm jealous of anyone who wins the lottery. I wish I could have that much money for no reason. You know, jealousy's not... Just because I wish I had something someone else had doesn't make me a horrible person. Can you do a pair... Oh, hi. Thank you. I've done a couple of MrBeast parodies already. Hey, thank you for the tip. Simon, all right. Yeah, cheers from Poland. What watch am I wearing? I'm not wearing one. I woke up early and I didn't put on a watch. I got distracted. I don't know what I was doing. I was running around. What was I doing this morning? I was cleaning. I was like reorganizing some stuff. Yeah, Costco Dad, he's been trying to make content for years. He's not good at it. He's not good at it. Like, just a doofy dude talking about groceries with no ability, and he lucks out by getting a kid to work with him. I mean, whatever. I got no shame about that. I don't think the Costco guys make good content, but the world can disagree with me. Do I think Jack's Films and I would ever collab? We have collabed. I like that guy. The Costco kid, yeah, it's not even his kid. Is that true? If that's not even his son, that's crazy. I couldn't imagine hanging out with somebody else's kid like all day to make videos. That's just crazy. If MrBeast died in a freak accident, how would I react? I'd be like, okay, that is, oh no, take him before his time, but it wouldn't like change me. I wouldn't have an emotional reaction. I don't wish death upon anyone, but yeah, that's how I would react. I'd be like, oh well, just like a typical news thing. Yeah, the dad's been trying to make content for years, but he never tried to develop a skill. All of his content always sucked. And so really, a broken clock is right twice a day. What he did, so remember how I said I'm jealous of lottery winners? He won the lottery. Essentially, he just kept on making sort of the same boring video over and over, and just the world lined up to put him in that position. There are millions of people like him. Thank you so much. There are millions and millions of people like him who make garbage for 10, 20 years and never get any traction. He just happened to get lucky. You know, this is a subject that I talk about a lot, you know, with other influencers, and they're always talking about like, oh, well, this person strategically made it work. Oh, look at how clever they were at developing this brand. And I'm like, they're not clever at all. Luck plays a huge role in this, guys. Huge role. Huge. I'm gonna get the check after I eat this. Huge role. Can I get the check whenever you're ready? So that's it. He just kept on making the same nonsense over and over. Hey man, so JCOH is asking me if you had one piece of advice for someone just starting on the platform, what would it be? Okay, I would say make things that you like, make content that you really like every single day for 1 month. And then if nothing takes off, you gain no followers, you change completely. Change completely. Don't do what you love. The big lie that internet gurus tell you is this. They say, make content that inspires you, that you love. Don't do that. That's not going to get you. You realize the people who, if you are making something you actually love and killing it on YouTube, you won the lottery. You got lucky. Hawk Tour Girl's another perfect example. It's just lottery. You need to think about it as lottery. So make the content you really like for a month. If it gets no traction, change entirely. Then do that for another month, and then change entirely. I like Calvin and Habs. Yeah, Hawk Tour Girl, Costco guys. Like, you guys aren't getting it. These weren't like strategic artists who calculated exactly how to become famous. They won the lottery. The food is a boom. Right, deadbeat dab? No. I love my family. Thanks, Trap Goose. I appreciate it. I've got more content coming in the future. Hopefully it'll be good. Maybe it won't. But even if it's not good, I'll change quickly. One thing you can count on with me is constant alterations in the content. I think it's my 4th plate, but I'm done after this. Do I think social media has industry plans? I think it does. It's just tough to figure out who it is. Hey, Yor, thanks for coming along and saying hi. It's been a long journey these last 4 years. But now Cringe Court is the next big thing that I'm trying, and if that fails, I'll try something else. And if that fails, I'll try something else. So you see, to that person who I gave advice to, you know, even now, you might think I'm successful at this. I'm constantly changing it up. But that's because I have to, you know? Thanks. I got the card right here, actually. Thank you. How do I keep trying after something fails? Honestly, I just try not to think about it. I try not to think about the failure. I try to think of what I learned from it, and I try not to let it get me sort of like emotional. Because I fail a lot, man. I fail a lot. Fake famous? I'll check it out. How am I good at detecting moral trickery? I think it's because I film in public a lot. And so I have lots and lots and lots of interactions with strangers. And through a lot of experiences, I've gained what I think is a really good moral guideline for how people should be treated when it comes to content and how easy it is to exploit others. I've got a pretty good background in ethics. My thesis was in ethics. It's great. I did not quit my job. I'm still working the normal job. I don't want to quit. Have I read Infinite Jest? I started reading Infinite Jest. It's long, and I got a life. Switching the channel name to help. A little too early to tell, but I did get some free stuff in Vegas that I think was because of the name change. So, I'm your favorite YouTuber? Oh, that's good. If I am, then go watch Cringe Court episode 3. Everyone, watch Cringe Court episode 3. How have my past ideas been failures? Dude, my current ideas are failures. I flop all the time. Thank you. Okay. Just a second. Yeah, with short form content, having a lot of followers isn't what it used to be, you know? That's why I'm trying to go long form. I think the algorithm 100% dictates what is made. I think that Instagram in particular rewards, I'll give you an example. I believe, though I have no proof, I believe that Instagram, oh, did I drop something? Oh, thank you so much. Cool, I definitely don't want to lose that. Oh, thank you, miss. Cool, I got my driver's license. I feel that Instagram, so here's a good example. Instagram, oh, hang on, I left my card. There you go. Instagram, I believe that Instagram that their biggest metric for pushing the video to other people is watch time. I think that completion rate of the video is their most important metric. And that's why there's so many terrible, like alpha male text videos that do well, because they take like 4 seconds. But the same video will bomb on YouTube. And so I think that's interesting. I think it's interesting that the algorithms push certain things, and that encourages other people to make that exact thing, and then they're disproportionately rewarded for it. I haven't really figured out much else, but I'm 90% sure that's the case. Okay, hey, I gotta go. I shouldn't drive while I'm on live. You're all great. Everybody, please watch Cringe Court episode 3. Goodbye.